Trans Nations eSports F1 category. Today joining me in the commentary box is my teammate in F5, Michael Poland. Good evening to yourself, good sir.
Good evening.
So, 20 drivers, don't forget to ready up, to spectate up, sorry there, Mike.
Oh shit, so, hold on.
Another 20 drivers here for the F1 race. Around the very tight, twisty street circuit of Singapore. F5, we had 3 safety cars, no virtual safety cars, and I come away with a P2. Mike unfortunately got disqualified for, I'm assuming, too many penalties.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's unfortunate. We're just waiting for everyone to ready up here and we'll get underway. So what's your personal thoughts here, Mike, for the Singapore track itself?
I think it's a great track. Obviously we did pretty good. We did a lot of simulation yesterday, and we had quite a bit of pace, but just today, with all the issues that we had today, we weren't able to do a good job today.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've been keeping up with the F1 side of the Trans Nations, but currently Andrew is championship leader. So I'm just bringing up this championship. So Andrew is the leader with 178 points, and then you got Josh Banks in P2 with 168, so only 10 behind. And then you got Bailey Ford, the reigning champion, in P3 with 138, so he's 40 points behind. So we got a decent battle for the top 3 here. What are we going to see today, strategy-wise here, Mike? We had a few different ones up in the air for F5. Do you think most of this will be softs to hard sort of strategy with these type of guys?
Yeah, softs to hards, or whoever comes out on mediums, they'll probably do mediums to hards.
Yeah, so at the moment there's a few guys on the hard tyre, which is what we would expect. Leave the medium until the final run. Seems to only get the one shot of it. I'm just trying to find our YouTube stream here. And sorry for the background noise there, guys, on Michael's end. So who have we got coming out there? I think that is the Ferrari of Tyler Beasley. Now, he's been off for a couple of weeks. This will be a great return race for him to come back to. Probably not the best track to come back to at Singapore, but yeah, hopefully he can do something. Jacob Todd currently P4 in the championship, only 8 points behind Bailey Ford, so he's 48 points off the lead. So if he has a good race today, he can put himself in this championship fight. Andrew Lee, obviously out and about. Now he's running the Anton Senna tribute helmet for, I do believe it's 26 years since he passed away just the other day. So a few of these guys might be running that today.
Yeah, I actually ran it myself today too.
So now, one thing I want to ask you here, Mike, we didn't do it in the F5, but I see a few teams are trying at the moment. Is Slipstream going to benefit anybody around here? Is there a good spot for that Slipstream through a qualifying lap?
If you can get it right, yeah, it works out perfect. Right now, I'm looking at pressure. He's a little bit too close to his teammate right now.
Yeah, Albert and Bailey. Yep.
Yeah. So now you just hit the brakes. Now he's trying to get him a gap now. But they're actually going to try it right here, right now.
Yeah, so Bailey's got to try and gap. I think that's a...
Yeah,
is that a
not
Williams in
not
front
the
of
race.
him?
Oh, he didn't. He just hit the damn wall, so that did not work out at all.
So we've already got cars tripping over each other in the qualifying session. Albert's in the pits to get that new front wing. So
yeah, he was just about to take off, and then next thing you know, he I don't know, he got stuck oversteer, understeer, and he just hit the wall.
So I'll jump on board here with, well, I'll view the rest of Tyler's lap. He will be the first car to do a flyer lap. See how much pace he's just lost. It is a game there. If you're not playing it consistently, you will lose time.
And there's a Red Bull on the wall.
There is.
That was
Addy Bettenbout. Only lost a bit of end plate, so he's quite lucky there. So Tyler into the third sector now. And if you nail this sector right, it actually feels quite nicely and rewarding to get this track nailed. I know yesterday in our practice session I did a 37.3 I think it was, or a 37 something on softs. So these guys are already quicker than us on soft tyres, but you'd expect that. And I was ultra happy with my 37 on the soft tyres, so I don't actually know who's coming across the line next.
Well, actually, Boy came across, and then Stewart is on his way. He's on his hot lap right now.
Bailey comes across with a 36.9 to put his McLaren provisional P1. Now he needs a really good race this weekend, being 40 points behind. He needs a really good race. Oh, Manuela's out there in the Haas. Happened just in front of Bailey. Bailey's got the Williams of Josh Banks behind him. But our running order at the moment for qualifying is Bailey Ford, provisional pole, Tyler Beasley P2, TP Gunners is P3 with a 37.9. So he's over a second away from Bailey's time. Phil, which is his last race for the season, in P4. Then you got Isn't Kush filling in for Tau in P5. You got Robin Kreft at P6. Mackenzie Stewart, who's
something there with a 40.
Yeah, with a 40.8, and he's come out saying that Singapore is his favourite track. So this is the one he's looking forward to. Then you got Aaron in P8, John Lindenberg P9. Won't be happy with that, a 44 flat. Sanders in P10. Addy in P11. With a 203 after that spin. If we get yellow flags in sector 3, that is for a Mercedes going slow. It is Bailey Ford. So he's just trying to get a bit of clean track, which at the moment there isn't a lot of. Everyone seems to be on the same stretch of racetrack.
I think Josh is going to try to get his tires warmed up because he's not going as fast. And he's on his hot lap right now, so I think he's going to wait and go the next lap.
Yeah, well, Josh and I think that is Sebastian behind him, and Bailey Ford coming up on a hot lap behind him. So it was Sebastian who's put himself up to third with a 37.8. Josh gets out the way, so good track awareness here from these top guys at the moment. And everyone seemed to be on the same strategy at the moment, with Addy and Sven being the two out on the mediums at the moment. So As Andrew Lee goes to P2 now, who's actually changed his name to LR Amazing Hour, not F1 Amazing Hour, due to him being committed to a eSports team. So that's congratulations to him. Bailey goes even quicker with a 36.7 on a set of hard compound tyres. So he's 4/10 of a second up at the moment on Andrew Lee. Tyler Beasley's invalidated his lap. Mackenzie's come up to P4 with a 37.4. Sebastian Spicer now P5 with a 37.8. Sven's just coming across the line now to start a hot lap in the Toro Rosso. We're right on board. I'll give you a quick rundown. Turn 1, 2, 3 here. Very easy to invalidate if you take too much curve. Coming out of that little section there, it's coming into turn 4 now. The second DRS straight of the two. A bit of a long straight, probably the only time you get to collect your thoughts on what's about to happen. Then comes into turn 5. You can take this a little bit wide, run the rears over that ripple strip. Turn 6. It's actually tighter than what it looks. Turn 7 opens up very nicely into a bit of a run here for the modified Singapore Sling. So there's turn 8 there, turn 9 here. And then you go 10, 11 over the bridge, and then 12's a hairpin. Probably up to the second longest straight on the track. Another little spot to get a bit of thought into your head, but not a lot of time. And then hard brakes into 13. I think it is now coming into the final part of the track. 14 and 15. You really run half the car on the inside curve there at 15. 16, 17 are a very short looking chicane. With a bit of gas in between it. A little bit of a run for 17, 18 now. And then a double apex corner for turn 19. They really cut the inside curve there and get a good run as he comes across the line for a 36.4 on a set of mediums. So that's a hot lap around Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. Throw it to you, Michael. Anything surprising you at the moment, mate?
Right now, I mean, I'm just shocked that Josh Banks is still down there in 16th.
Yeah, so that is surprising actually with a 44.3. He's still out on his set of hard, so he could. Where? In the second sector.
So yeah, right now he's purple right now, and this is his third lap on these hard tires too.
So, I mean, it's just under 7 minutes to go. This won't be the final lineup by any means, but as you say, Bailey selected the mediums, Andrew selected the mediums, Tyler's got the mediums, Sebastian, Robin.
Oh,
he's had a big moment there into the wall. Still does a 37.8. So he will want to quickly get back around into pits and put on medium compound tyres.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way you want to go across the finish line.
No, not at all. What else we got? We got Jacob Todd down in the P14 with a 38. So it's probably the biggest spread of time-wise that we've seen for a long time now. Ken Doyle finally sets a lap with a 51.4. Usually our top 10 are only separated by a couple of tenths, but today they're all separated by a fair margin. So the top 6 are separated by a second, as Tyler actually gives Ken a bit of a slipstream down that DRS straight of the second DRS straight. So that's worked out for the Ferrari boys. Ken's still out on his hard compound tyre. I don't know if Ken's actually...
Sam
goes P1 now with a 35.4. So a full second quicker than Sven on the same compound tyre.
That Haas does look nice under the lights.
It does actually. So, and unfortunate for Sam, his teammate Manuela has actually crashed out. So, unfortunately for Haas, they've only got the one car here at qualifying at this moment. They will get another one ready for Manuela for the race. So Sven's probably finished his qualifying. As Phil now goes up to P2 with a 36 flat. So very good luck there from Phil. Now, just to let you know why Phil is retiring after this race, it is currently 20 past 12 AM for him at this time. So, just gone midnight for him and starting to take its toll on him. So, he, he's decided to call it quits, and unfortunate as the two Red Bulls are coming out together.
Where's he from?
Phil, I think Phil's a Englishman, I think. Don't hold me to that. It would be somewhere in that time zone. Bailey's about to, he's just coming under the bridge now, the overpass here to finish his lap.
He's up by 7/10 as well.
Oh, he's just invalidated.
Oh. That would have been pole too, more than likely.
35.3, it would have been too.
Yeah.
So he'll have to cool these tyres down and then go again. Sebastian now up to P2 with a 35.8. So, and we see Aaron down here at P17 is on the soft compound tyre in the pit lane. So, I wonder what he'll be doing. Tyler Beasley up to pole position now with a 35.4. So that is two 100ths of a second quicker than Sam. Sam's coming back out now.
Yeah, Stewart's on his out lap right now.
So Andrew, Gunner, Cush. Gunner's actually just started his flyer lap. So Williams at the moment not having a great qualifying, you would have to say there, Mike.
Yeah.
So interesting to see Sam's come back out on
mediums, yeah.
On the same set of mediums. Obviously you only get the one set for qualifying, but interesting to see that he's come back out. I don't know if
I would have done that.
No.
I think I would have done like everybody else has done, start out on the hards and then went to the mediums.
So it'll be interesting to see how he goes through the race with that. And it'll be interesting to see what Aaron can do actually if he puts in a proper qualifying session on those set of softs. And we both know softs to hards can do the race. So there are a few optimal strategies. Bailey's still yet to set a lap on these mediums.
Stewart's up by 1/10.
Toddy goes up to P7. Albert up to P6. Gunner goes to P3 with a 35.6. As he just gets knocked out by his teammate Joshua Banks. Jacob Todd has ran out to the end of turn 6, I think it is, or 5, there at the end of the DRS straight. So just a minute ago we were saying that Williams haven't had a good qualifying. They've just gone up and done P3, P4 at the moment, starting side by side. So as Phil now retires in the same spot Toddy did, Robin retires. That is a crash, actually.
Let's see what Stewart does. He's coming around the last corner. He's up 5/10. He's P8. He went up 2 spots.
So where's Aaron on the track? Aaron is in sector 2. A big talking point as Bailey goes quick as now with a 35.2. But
he has 3 laps. 3 laps
on those tyres, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what Sam can do. Another big talking point is John Lindenberg didn't actually set a lap on the medium tyre, so he's down in P17. So that's going to take a hell of a fight back from him. And if anyone can do it, he will. So just riding here with Aaron as he's coming around the final couple of turns. Just got a little bit wide there coming into the penultimate corners. As he comes around now, what can he do? Only up to 16th. So he's going the optimal, the reverse strategy to everyone else. He'll be looking to start on the hard tyre and push them as far as he can. But at the moment, I think that is qualifying done and dusted, guys. So Bailey Ford takes another pole position over Tyler Beasley. Sam in P3, Sebastian Spicer in P4. Josh Banks has his teammate of TP Gunners in 5 and 6. Phil on his retiring race in P7. Andrew Lee and Stuart McKenzie hold out P8, P9, and Albert in the other Mercedes rounds off the top 10. For the bottom 10, we got Jacob Todd in 11th. Not the qualifying he would have wanted. Isn't Cush done a great reserve job for Tower? Mr. Sanders, P13. Sven in P14. Addy Bettenbauer, P15. Aaron in P16. Robin Kraft, P17. John Lindenberg, 18th. Ken Doyle, 19th. And Manuela was yet to set a time, or didn't get to set a time due to crashing out there in qualifying. So, Mike, quickly, mate, is there any big surprises through that qualification for you?
Yeah, Ken Doyle is all the way down to 19th, and, jump liner, I'm shocked he was down there too. I mean, I know those guys have good speed, and it's kind of shocking that they're so far down the list.
Yeah, so everyone in the top 15 are on the medium tyres there for qualifying. Are we surprised a few more people didn't try the hards here on the back 10? On the soft tyre, sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be a big strategy all over the place. I think that you're going to see a lot of people on hards.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if most of the bottom 10 don't start on the hards and try the reverse strategy here from the top 10. Obviously, they're locked into their tyres. No reports of rain as far as I know. Tyler Beasley, normally our pit lane reporter, hasn't said anything apart from hello. So hello to you, Tyler. Welcome back. So we're just waiting for everyone to pick their strategies. So here comes another comment. Tyler's obviously heard me. All dry, so dry race, which I was expecting anyway. Usually if it's a wet, you'd see people on the softer compound tyre.
Yeah, I think F2 had rain, didn't it?
Yes, I do believe so. So the TNF1 starting grid is Bailey Ford is in pole position with another pole of a 35.4, I think it was. And then we've got Tyler Beasley starting alongside him in P2, another Ferrari front row. Samuel Punto in P3 in the Haas, probably the best looking car under the lights in my opinion. Sebastian Spicer P4 for the Renault, wanting to put on a good show. Renault's starting to lose a bit of their constructors game that they had. Joshua Banks in P5 for the Williams, good qualifying for them, with his teammate in P6, Gunners TP. Phil in P7, another strong qualifying for him. Andrew Lee P8, probably won't be overly happily with that qualifying, but that's all he could do. Mackenzie Stewart P9, again won't be happy, would have hoped to be further up the field, and Albert rounds off the top 10 in the other Mercedes. Then you got Jacob Todd in the Renault for P11. Is it Cush doing a great recovery reserve drive, for Tau in P12. Sanders in P13 in the Alfa Romeo. Sven in the other Toro Rosso P14. Great shout out to those two guys for getting that car that high up. Addy Bettenbauer would definitely want to be higher up in the field in P15. Aaron in P16 on the hard compound tyre, which is what we're expecting. Robin Kraft all the way down to P17. Not a spot he would have wanted. He is mostly a point scoring in the bottom of the top 10. John Lindenberg is gone to the soft strategy. He'll go softs to hards, hopefully with no wing damage. Otherwise that might change. Ken Doyle P19, not where we normally see Ken, and you can catch his live streams on the POV. And then we got Manuela running up the rear of the field after that incident in qualifying in the second of the Haas. So they all come to line up now. Are we going to get any safety cars today, Mike?
You know we are.
So Mike's called it, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting for the back guys to line up now. Manuela's moved over. And I've got a great camera angle here looking down the grid for Bailey Ford. So now as we get to rolling, hopefully the lights come on, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the Trans Nations Esports Singapore Grand Prix. Bailey's got a bit of a bad launch there. Tyler's already taken the lead. The Haas up to P3, Sebastian P4, Josh is hailed P5. Phil's jumped.
There's
a big spinner. Who is that? That is Phil. All the way back to the back. Manuela's made up a spot as well, 2 spots now as well. He's jumped Ken Doyle. Oh, there's another spinner here of is it Cush and Albert have been caught up. Manuela's been given a penalty as well. We've got a full course safety car already. So that is a bit of an incident. Manuela's up to P14 after all of that, keeping his nose clean. Yes, he has got his full nose cone. So John, all the way down.
Doyle's got wing damage. Jump liner's got wing damage.
Has Addy got wing damage? Addy has not. Albert has got wing damage.
Yeah. The first turn that two Toro Rossos came together, And then next thing you know, the third turn, I mean, that's when everybody pretty much went crazy.
So I'll just give you a quick rundown of the current position standings here, guys. We've got Tyler Beasley after that great launch from Bailey. Just got the power down on the inside, got into turn one, jumped Bailey forward, he's dropped down to P2. Sam has kept his P3 position. Sebastian Spicer P4. Josh Banks has held P5. Andrew Lee up to P6. Mackenzie up to P7. Gunners down to P8. Aaron is up to P9, but he's coming into pits.
So what would you do right now? Would you put hards on? Would you go back to mediums? What would you do?
Aaron started on the hard, so he's going to have to go mediums. There's no pit crew there on my screen, as he's left before the pit crew even got there. So he's put the medium tyre on. Now they won't make it to the end, as far as I know. So I personally would have stayed out on the hards. There was no wing change, so
jump lines on the hards.
Yeah, John had to.
Ken Doyle's on the mediums.
So unfortunate for John though, he got held by his teammates pit stop.
Yeah.
So that's going to make a hard situation even harder for John now. But yeah, definitely for Aaron's case, I would have stayed out on the hards. There was no wing change, and I can't see any wing damage that there might be. So I don't actually know why he come in to effectively take himself out of points, which is a bit strange. So yeah, I think now we just got to wait for this safety car to pull in and we get back under racing.
Yeah.
TP Gunners is a big loser out of that turn one. He must have bombed it down massively on those medium compound tyres and lost a few spots. So he'll have to work his way back through the field now. But he's got two very quick guys in Mackenzie Stewart and Andrew Lee right in front of him. So
another big loser is it's Phil as well. He's down 10 spots.
Yeah. Manuela's the biggest gainer, up 8. Starting last, he's now P12 and got a good shot at getting some points here for the Haas, where his teammate's currently P3. So could be a great outing for Haas, considering they had a terrible qualifying there on Manuela's side of the garage at the moment. So we're just waiting for safety car to come in, guys. There's no other really big talking points. The big saviour for John and Albert now in P19, P20, any more safety cars or anything come out, they won't have to pit. They can get these hards to the end now, along with Phil and Jacob, if they have to. So to get a bit of track position back, if there is another safety car a bit later on, they might want to stay out and just get a bit of track position. It is very hard to pass around here at Singapore, so
it is.
Which is another reason why I'm surprised that Aaron boxed. But anyway, we are expecting safety car to come in this lap. Bailey's been given a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
I think I probably know what happened too. He probably got too close to Bullet Boy, and he had to hit the brakes and probably had to dive out the way.
Yeah. So Tyler's now got the lead of the field. Safety car pulls off and gets in front. Now what happens is if you Ooh, excuse me. If you go too early, it will automatically slow you down when you get to the pit lane there, like coming around the final turn. Because the game thinks the safety car is still on track, so it slows you down.
Right.
So you can't go too early here.
Well, the only thing too is that we were having a problem with the Constantina effect, where everybody slows completely down and bunches up everybody, and everybody hits the back of each other.
Yeah, there's a bit of wind there flying in the background.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's Sanders. Someone's gone wide. That was Sebastian. He's come back on track okay. Nothing moving at the moment. Everyone's made turn one.
Yeah, Jenkins and the
Robbins in the pit, so that must have been his front wing that I saw earlier on. So now we concentrate on the front guys here. I'm assuming that there will be a train of about 8 people when we actually start to get everyone into their rhythm. Aaron's trying to move on Sven, medium tyre versus hard. Should be an easy enough move there for Aaron. Manuela's up to P11. Kush up P10. So already Manuela's fallen out of DRS from Kush.
Yeah, you mentioned rhythm, man. I mean, these street circuits, man, it's kind of hard to keep the rhythm going, especially with safety cars and everything else.
Yeah, it really is. And we had 3 back-to-back, didn't we? We only had a couple of racing laps in between each of our safety cars, which was annoying because then we done the rest of the race without anything. So,
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they can get into a good rhythm now with no safety car. You can just see Tyler's edging away here from Bailey. He's almost got the gap to a second now within a lap. And I think dirty air plays a big part around here as well, which is why they're not following as closely. Sam is falling back off of Bailey as well. Sebastian's thereabouts with Sam. As Aaron now into P10 on his medium compound tyres. So he's making a charge for the front, but we got a bit of a train here behind Sam at the moment. Bailey and Tyler just edged away ever so slightly. So I wonder if Sam's car is more set up for those couple of longer straights than what it is for most of the circuit being tight, twisty sort of circuit, or he just made a bit of a mistake to fall back. But his saving point at this moment is that Sebastian is not right there pushing him at the moment. And Sebastian's got Josh Banks, Andrew Lee, Mackenzie and Gunner all behind him. Looking at making any opportunity stick if there is any. So a pretty straightforward race at the moment. I'll throw it over to you for a lap here, Mike, and I'll let you do some commentating, mate.
Alrighty, man.
Virtual safety car.
Oh. What happened?
Robin Kreft just looked to have gone deep at the start of Sector 3 there. Jacobs retired in the pit lane.
Wow.
So Robin, like most people, not having a very good race here at Singapore.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Yeah. So are you surprised that Sam's falling off of Bailey and Tyler as quick as he is?
Yeah, I thought he'd been a little bit closer than what he was. But I mean, if you're not right on the back of the car, you're really not going to get around anybody hardly around here at all. Period.
No. So Bailey looked to have closed up a little bit there from that virtual safety car restart. He's now within half a second. Sam closed up almost a full second from there. Aaron's moved up to P9 now, so Aaron's making a great charge back through the field. And he'll be on the back of this train.
For 16th.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. McKinnon's still in 7th place. He hasn't moved anywhere at all, period.
It's a very long race around here, though, so it might only be 31 laps, but it's a very mental draining lap, and to do it for 31 laps is a bit long. You don't realise how long it is, and I take my hats off to the real guys that do it for as long as they do. So at the moment, Bailey's only 4 tenths away from Tyler, so could we see a position change, or is this just follow, save, ERS, save a bit of fuel sort of setup here? We'll have to wait and see. But they're dropping Sam ever so slightly again. But Sam's dropped Seb, Seb's dropped Josh. So
yeah, I think he has a higher downforce on his car. Because, I mean, he keeps dropping back and dropping back. He's really not making any gains on the top two so far at all, period.
No. But you'd think higher downforce would help him through this sort of sector where it's a bit quicker through the corners, but...
Yeah, but he loses all the speed on the straightaways.
Yeah, so... It's interesting. We'll have to keep that in mind later on. Or Tyler's left the session, so his car will be AI. I can't even invite him, so that's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure I sent out 2 invites to all the drivers, so hopefully he can get back in. As I'm not the host.
It seems like lately, we've been having a lot of issues with this game so far.
Bailey's now got the move done onto Tyler Beasley's AI, so that's a great move for Bailey. And remember, he needs this victory to keep his championship hopes alive. Otherwise, he might be in danger of losing the title. At the moment, yellow flags in sector 1.
Yeah, that was a Haas. Have a spin.
Oh yes. So Bailey over Tyler, whose AI is set to really slow by the look of it. Samuel is now having a look at Tyler. So hopefully Tyler's...
Ken's on the back of field right now.
Ken's up to P14 now.
Yeah. He's in the back of field right now.
Well, Sebastian's been in the pits.
There's a yellow flag.
Montrella's out. He's retired on track.
Yeah.
So Sam now going for a move on Tyler. It looks like Tyler might be back in his car. I haven't seen him come back in yet. Mackenzie's in the pits. Is that for a front wing maybe?
Well, let's see. No, going to hards.
Just doing the undercut. Or the overcut even. Will he jump Sebastian? He'll easily jump Sebastian.
Yeah.
So Seb must have had a wing change. Tyler's dropped down now to P4.
Oh, Phil, no! Phil is spun. Him and Crusher, not Crusher, who's in Addy. He hit Addy and spun out.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We got Gunners and Aaron here having a great little scrap for P6.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Josh around the outside of Tyler. Great move there from Josh.
I think he's not back in his car yet.
No, I don't think he is. So he'll be wanting to get back into that ASAP. Or if someone can send him an invite, obviously me and Mike can't due to we being spectators. Bailey is now in the pits. He's serving a 5-second stop go. So that's going to hurt him really badly. And what was that 5-second stop go for?
Speed in the pit lane.
It's his only time in the pit lane. You can't serve it on that entrance.
Well, so that's what it said. Yeah, that's what I read, so I don't know.
Yeah, right. So Mackenzie's jumped Bailey due to that hold.
And Ken Doyle just, not Ken Doyle. Yeah, Ken Doyle's got a 5-second penalty.
I know Bailey got a 5-second for corner cutting under safety car. I'm actually surprised these front guys are coming in so early. So Josh Banks up to P3, Andrew Lee P2, Samuel into P1, Tyler Beasley still falling backwards, is now down to P7.
Well, with the safety car and the virtual safety car, you thought they could like at least stretch these tires out a couple more laps.
Tyler back up to P6, off Cush.
Yeah, he's not back in his car at all.
Sam's in, Andrew's in, Josh is in. So Aaron's going to take the lead of this race at the moment from Gunners.
Yeah, he's right behind him too.
From Tyler. Tyler's got a massive battle on behind him. As Mackenzie just Sanders just barges his way through it. Now he's got Sven right up his rear. So what can he do in the Toro Rosso? Phil gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
Let's see if Phil can, not Phil, but Gunners can pass Aaron.
Ken's dropped the spot to Addy. Gunners and Aaron are having a good scrap up the front. So where has the leaders come out? So Mackenzie's effectively taken race lead over Sam, over Bailey, over Andrew, and then Josh. So Bailey's got all the work to do.
Yeah, considering that Stewart was 7th when he went to the pit lane. Yeah, it was a nice overcut.
Sven's just got another 3-second. He's still trying to get around Tyler's AI here. Can't quite do it, and that's why he's getting all these corner cutting.
Yeah, he was having issues with that. But I thought it was, like in our race, I could go through crushing you with no problem.
Yeah, through F1 they turn it ghosting off.
Oh, okay.
So, it just makes it a bit hard. Gunners in the pit, so now Aaron's Oz.
Oh,
there's a Ferrari around that is. It was Tyler Beasley's car.
Safety car.
Another safety car. So this is going to help Aaron now. He's got a decent
I think that was Ken
lead.
Doyle. That was Ken Doyle on the wall, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Oh,
He's got in-play damage.
Yeah, so does Tyler though. So both Ferraris are supporting a bit of damage today. John Lindenberg up to P6 after starting, 18th I think it was. And he was last at the end of lap 1. And he can technically go to the end now, so he might be our race leader over... is Albert pitted? No, yes, Albert has pitted. So technically it's John over Albert over Phil over Mackenzie, because Ken won't get this medium time from here. Everyone in front of John's got a pit or pit again. Aaron being the only one that's got a pit again, and he's actually in this lap. So this will be to get a set of hards on, I would imagine.
I think Ken's going to... He's coming in to get his wing change. He has to.
Another set of mediums.
What's the only thing is his teammates in front of him. So that is not going to be good for Ken Doyle.
No, it's not either.
And he's got to get a wing change and everything else too.
It's no good for Albert either, because Albert's been blocked in there by Ken's car, so terrible stop there for Albert. Very unfortunate. Nothing in here that we can do in the stewards side of things for that either. Just before anyone protests and says that he should be given a penalty. So now Aaron will get those mediums home from here. I should say, what's that, 17 laps? So now, I think our only two that haven't pitted are the top two, which are both Toro Rossos. So
that's what we should have been at. That's what we should have been today.
Yeah, well, I was where Sven is, so it's all up to you now, mate. So Tyler Beasley, big loser out of that, down to P15, still yet to get in his car as far as I know.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the car.
But this has really thrown it up in the air. John with that amazing strategy, call early, or that unlucky wing damage on lap 1, might actually come out and take the victory.
Yeah, I think Phil's got the pit again as well.
No, you should be able to get the hards home from lap 1 though.
Yeah, I mean it'll be tough.
It will be, but these are the top guys. So if anyone can, I mean Brett done 28 laps, 27 laps on him from the start last Sunday in the Oceanic league race around here.
Right.
So, but Aaron, would you put Aaron in the box seat being the only one in the top 12 on the medium tyre?
Yeah, he has the youngest tires and also the faster of the tire right now at the moment.
Obviously, Kush and Sven will go onto the medium when they pit. But with the field this backed up now, they'll probably drop to the rear of the field when that eventuate pit stop happens.
Yeah.
So,
They're looking at jump one and Phil, Aaron, and then Mackenzie is going to be like the top 4.
So what would be going through John's head at the moment? Does he have to get around the Toro Rossos, or can he just sit behind him and make sure no one passes him?
Well, with Aaron on the fresher tires, he wants to try to build as big of a gap as that he can.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, Mackenzie will want to get around Aaron as well too.
The safety car in the... Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. The safety car in this lap. So this is the second of the safety car.
Oh,
they
here
got 3.
Here we go. They're backing up again. We have to work on this, man. Big time.
Well, it's all up to the leader. As long as he doesn't go and then stop, go then stop. It's all legal.
Yeah, well, it's usually like the people who's like 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So far down the line.
Albert gets a 5-second penalty for Tyler. Which is probably more decent than anything. Being Tyler's car is
I don't know if he has damage or not, though.
Yeah. So he still hasn't bolted. And the way he goes now is that Kush takes the lead of the Transnational Esports F1 category from his teammate at Sven in the other Toro Rosso. John Lindenberg is in P3, should be able to make that home. Mackenzie just gets another his first 3-second penalty. Aaron's having a look here on Phil already, so Aaron's charging up the field. Aaron on the outside here, side by side, great racing. Phil could have squeezed that a little bit harder. Aaron's still there, he'll have a dive definitely here into the braking zone. Should be able to do it on the softer tyre. He still can't get the job done. Phil now covers to the inside, pushes Aaron very tightly to the wall. Aaron finally gets through from Phil, but Phil fought that all the way.
Here comes Mackenzie too.
So now Mackenzie on Phil, what can he do? And Mackenzie won't be overly confident. He actually crashed out Thursday night Oceanic League, right here at the bridge. Did he get hit from someone then?
No, it doesn't look like it on our screen.
Okay, so Aaron's got John already on the softer compound tyre. So now Aaron with the lead, with the provisional lead over the 2 Toro Rossos. As you were saying, those medium compound tyres now. He could take this race and bolt from here.
Yeah, he can. When he gets around Toro Rossos, it's pretty much a game over. Unless there's another safety car. Oh, the Toro Rosso, the second one goes a little bit wide.
Oh, Bailey's around. Bailey's around here at the final turn. Is there any wing damage on that Mercedes? I think yes, there is. So yeah, Bailey now down to P17. So everything's happening here. You've got the racing. Aaron now having a look at Sven. Around the outside. Contact! Sven had a massive moment there and it's caused Aaron into the wall. And John's actually been taken by Phil now. Aaron's lost all of his front wing. Wow. Another safety car.
Wow.
So I wonder if anybody... This is going to help Bailey. For sure.
Elijah was disqualified from the session.
Yeah, I just seen that. So Bailey.
I mean, what do you think? Who's at fault? You think? Because I mean, it was tight, man, and I don't know.
Yeah, it just looked like a bit of oversteer and Aaron being on the outside. And then when they get that side pod glitch, the cars kind of interlock with each other. So personally, that's just a racing incident. We'll leave it to the stewards though. But
I mean, in my opinion, I would have probably just given up some room and just try to pass him because he had the faster car. He's on the faster tire. So I mean, it's just unfortunate, man.
Yeah, so unfortunately for Aaron, because as you were just saying, he definitely had the pace. Phil now takes the lead over Mackenzie. John again is going to get boarded by his teammate in the pit stops. So not a great race here for John. Bailey's in the pits.
He's going on the hards.
So Bailey's held by Albert, and Albert's stuck in pits because there is a Ferrari of Tyler Beasley stuck there. So
he also had a 5-second penalty too.
So that's going to hurt everybody that's coming to pits, apart from Aaron being the first one out.
Mackenzie's in P2.
Yeah, Mackenzie up to P2, Sam P3 still.
And he's also on younger tires than Phil is, because Phil's he's going home starts for 15 laps.
Yeah. The only problem with these guys now is to get these hards back up to temp is very sketchy. And we see the two Williams are back in their starting position at P5, P6. So, great race from them so far. Not be caught up in any carnage.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Banks pretty much had a quiet race today.
He has so far. Could he make something of it now?
He's only been on his hard for six laps, and his teammates only been on his for 5. So
5, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're slightly younger than the top 2. Do you reckon Phil will come in at all anymore? This being the last safety car.
Yeah. It's going to be tough. I mean, 15 lap old, hards, man. It all depends on how bad he's abused them so far. I mean, if they're still got a lot of life to him, he should be fine.
Well, he's had a few safety cars on those sets of hards, so he's at least done 9 laps. Aaron now gets another penalty for speeding in pit lane. What's he in pit lane again for? He got more wing damage on this no point racing. It's another set of hards on.
Yeah, I got to that point too today.
So
I just started making mistake after mistake after mistake, and I was like, screw it.
I think he's about to retire here. He's on it. No, it's okay. He's just a bit gingerly there with his inputs, throttle input. So Phil leading the pack. We're and ahhing about Phil at the moment. He'll have a bit of pace, but not quite as much as the next 4 in front of him, 5 in front of him. So he'll definitely have the blowtorch coming at the rear. A lot of quick guys tucked up behind him. So you got Mackenzie P2, and I think he's only got a 3-second penalty. Sam in P3 for the Haas.
What do you think about Addy? You think you can catch him? He's only on 5 lap old mediums.
He should catch. He should have the pace advantage to start with. But catching and passing are 2 different things.
Yeah.
As we saw Aaron and Kush to bring out this safety car. Even if you get alongside them, it doesn't mean that the job's done by any means. So
that's true.
I mean, look out for Kush, Sanders, Ken, John, as well. All on 1 lap old tyres. So anything could happen. And anything normally does.
Safety car should be in the next lap.
Yeah, so with 11 laps to go, I wonder if we'll see anybody outside of the top 10 pit for a set of softs to try and get rid of that fastest lap point, extra point. Robin now leaves the session. Unfortunate for Robin. Aaron's back in the pit lane.
Yeah, I think he's going to retire the car probably.
So...
No? He's put on mediums now.
He's put on a set of used medium tyres.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with Bailey in 15th position, I mean, if he doesn't gain any more spots, I think he might be the first one to come in and put the softs on.
And just try and take off that point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sort of saving graces at Andrew's P4, Josh's P5. So he'd really like to see them two drop a little bit further down the field. Which isn't completely out of the scenario yet with Addy.
No, anything can happen.
Ken and John all on fresh mediums.
I would have thought that Aaron would have actually put in a set of softs on, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not quite sure what he's playing at here. Hopefully he doesn't do anything stupid to ruin anybody's race. So now Phil's got control of the field. He's backed him up nice and early actually, so everyone should know the pace.
Yeah.
Mackenzie's just letting him go a little bit. So now Phil's backed him right up. Only doing 60 Ks.
Yeah, I would have nailed it right here and just took off.
Now he's bolted. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, under green flag racing again.
Whoa.
Mac has got an absolute great restart there. Having a bit of a look at the inside. So Phil's hard tyres will take that little bit longer than Mackenzie's to re-warm up. Sebastian gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. So no move here at the front at the moment. Andrew's probably the closest to doing anything at this stage. On to Sam. There's another alpha of Sanders getting a bit squirmy there.
Mackenzie almost had him.
Andrew's up the outside of Sam. He's lost, almost going to lose that position to Josh. Just keeps that spot going. So a bit of desperate diving now coming out of these top guys.
Mackenzie has to get around Phil now.
Has to get around Phil, yep.
Yeah.
Sam just showed the nose, made sure that Mackenzie knows he's still behind him.
Yeah, because Sam read up Mackenzie's gearbox.
Yeah, great little battle here at the moment.
Yeah.
Yellow flag sector 2 and 3. Who's that? Or is that just a glitch?
Addy.
No,
Addy's spun out.
Addy's around. Oh, that's unfortunate there for Addy. We were just talking him up, trying to get those mediums higher up in the field.
Yeah.
So what can Mackenzie do this lap now as he comes around the final turn?
Oh, he's a little bit too far now.
He's actually losing time down the main straight. So Andrew still right on the back of Sam. What can he do?
Yeah,
maybe
Mackenzie have DRS.
Yeah, next lap I think it gets activated.
Oh yeah.
So at the moment, it's just a bit of slipstream.
There's a bit of a train behind Mackenzie now.
Yep. John's moved up to P10. So look out for him coming. Ken's in the P9.
Kendall is a 9, yeah.
Oh.
Mr. Sanders in
So great battling here. If Kush can get up to the back of Seb, which he is on the back of Seb, but if they can make them mediums come around everybody, Seb's gone a bit defensive there.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, they
Kush
have to
is
be
right
patient,
with him
man.
now. Kush just ducked off. He's going the inside move. Can he pulls it up. Thought better of it. So Kush is getting a bit impatient now. Ken's just dropped off the back of this ever so slightly. Macca's dropped off the lead almost by a full second. Kush really doesn't want to be looking and waiting around here. He's having a look at the inside of pretty much every corner.
Yeah.
Sebastian being one of the hardest guys to overtake in the league. As DRS now gets activated. So this is going to be Sebastian's saving grace. He can get that DRS off TP Gunners there in front of him. So Aaron's up to P12. Bailey's in P11. So Bailey might actually score a point out of this. If there's an incident up ahead.
Yeah, you might.
What can Kush do? Nothing at the moment.
No, Andrew so close, man.
Yeah, yep. Andrew's still right behind Sam. Sam's not too worried because he's got Mackenzie right in front of him. Surprised that Phil's stayed out in front at the moment.
I don't think Phil has a choice at this point in time.
No. He's just got to keep his head down, bum up, and push.
Yeah, it's all or nothing right now.
That's dead right, all or nothing. So, and to be fair, Phil's got a little bit of saving grace that Mackenzie can't do anything too stupid. Otherwise, he'll cost himself too much time to the people behind him. So,
yeah,
that's going to help Phil out immensely.
Well, Mackenzie just had a little tank stopper right there during the last turn. But he has DRS now, so. But he's still too far back.
There's contact between Sebastian and Kush.
Oh,
Sebastian's got no front right end plate. Bailey gets a massive tank slapper as well now.
Damn.
So I don't know if Sebastian's just let him go, knowing that there's a championship. There's 3 wide here at the back.
Oh.
Bailey's gone the inside of Ken. John's gone a little bit wide. So Bailey's made another position up. He's now P9. He's got John right in front of him for P8.
And they've got the fastest lap.
And they've got the other racing point of Aaron right behind him in P11. So Ken might not even score points yet. So
I'm happy Aaron didn't give up.
Yeah, what can John Bailey do now? John's got a bit of clear track in front until Kush with 2.8 seconds. Aaron's already got Ken.
Yep.
So that's 3 very fast guys within a train of each other now. And they've got a lot of open track in front. Can they do anything with it? But still up the front, Phil leads over Mackenzie Stewart, over Sam, over Andrew. His gunner now gets a 3-second penalty. So it's great that you can see the top 6 guys in one frame at the moment.
Well, Mackenzie just cannot close the door on Phil.
No, he just can't seem to get the traction out of a corner to get a good run at the moment, which was a trait of him last season as well. he overheated his tyres too much around the Singapore GP last season, so maybe that's an issue again tonight. As Bailey's jumped John, I don't know if that was intentional or if John's let him go. As John, I'm pretty sure he's out of the championship contention, only starting at, I think it was Germany's first race back. So Mackenzie's a lot closer now.
Yeah.
But
it's just nowhere to pass.
No. You've got to be strong at that DRS straight.
Yeah.
Which Mackenzie doesn't seem to be. He's not strong enough through 1, 2, 3 to get the traction down to put, to put any pressure on at that.
Yeah, he's got to be running on his gearbox.
So if you can stay within this close now, he's right there. You can see, you can taste it. Bailey with a 3-second penalty. That won't be helping him. Bailey's right up the back now of Cush. So Bailey's on the back of this train as well now.
Mackenzie has, yeah.
Still can't just
move too much, Phil.
Phil's starting to feel the pressure, I think. Andrew's having another look at the outside of Sam. Albert's just crashed out. Where is that? That's in the pit lane. So that won't affect anyone.
Yeah, he is.
So watch for Sebastian now to get a... oh no, Sebastian's got a speeding in pit lane. So that's unfortunate for Seb. He's just come out on those set of softs as well.
Yeah, and he's he was stuck in the pit lane.
So Gunner and Cush are battling now. Bailey's just got to sit here and look around. Bailey's definitely got pace, hasn't he? He desperately wants to get these guys.
Yeah. There's just no room to go.
No.
But Bailey's really close now.
Bailey's having a look at Gunner. Ducks to the outside. Around the outside. What a great move there by Bailey.
Yeah, Gunners might want to keep that car.
Oh, Gunners had a massive moment. It almost collected John. So now Bailey back on the Cush.
Alright, Mackenzie's like 0.2 seconds behind Phil now.
He's as close as he ever has been, yeah.
Yeah, but then Phil kind of brake checked him.
Yeah, Phil's got all the power here, really.
Yeah, he does.
Puts his car in the right spot, and Mackenzie will never get around him. So
yeah, he's got to make that car as wide as possible right now for the next.
Oh, so I thought Sam was having a look there at the hairpin on Mackenzie. And remember, guys, Phil's got almost they're through 7 laps older tyres than what Mackenzie has, and Mackenzie's got 2 laps older than Sam, Andrew, and Josh behind him. So
yeah, he's got 5 laps to go to hold on to his lead.
It'd be a great fitting way to end your F1 career with a win at Singapore.
Yeah, most definitely. Phil's got 3-second time penalty.
He's just got a 3 seconds, so that's going to hurt. But Mackenzie has one as well, so it won't hurt too much.
Phil's tires got to be fucking screaming right now.
Oh, they would be. They would be. Mackenzie's wouldn't be far from it either. Just looks like Mackenzie's cooked his a little bit. Can't quite get the traction down anymore. Bailey's got Cush. So Bailey's on an absolute charge now here, ladies and gentlemen. Can he get Josh Banks? If John's having a look around the outside of Cush, that's not going to work.
Cush is, yeah.
Bailey's already up the back of Josh. Now this is one of his championship contenders. So if he can get in front of Josh and Andrew on track, I think Bailey's got a time penalty, so it's not going to matter too much.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
He has a dive at the hairpin. Great move by Bailey to get Josh Banks. Josh now under threat from Cush. Cush has a look at the inside as well. They're too wide. This is great racing here, ladies and gentlemen, at Singapore. Josh is still there.
Oh.
Cush got a terrible run. John's now going to do a move like I did. No, not quite. Oh. Who was that in the other runner? Gunners almost hit the wall. So Mackenzie's...
Cush slid the car into the tunnel. I mean, over the bridge.
So Mackenzie's still yet to find a way around Phil with only 4 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. As Sven leaves the session probably at the wrong time. Just when it's all starting to get interesting, Phil's going left, right, trying to break that slipstream, under braking. Mackenzie's got the move done. He's on the inside now. Phil's still kept it there.
He's got it.
Phil's still there. It's side by side racing now, ladies and gentlemen. Mackenzie's finally got the move done. Now can Sam follow Mackenzie through?
He's got to break away now.
He has to. Bailey's having a good look at Andrew as well. Those fresh mediums are really coming in clutch for Bailey. Will Bailey send another move? He's gone around the outside.
Sam has younger tires, so.
Bailey's got Andrew now. So Bailey up to P4. Could Bailey take a surprise podium here? At the dying stages, Mackenzie sliding his car through the S's just a little bit.
It's going to be close.
Bailey on an absolute charge.
Horseshoes get Phil holding on P2.
This is a race of all ages. And I'm glad to have you here helping me commentate it, Mike.
Yeah, this is a great race.
Is now Bailey looking at Sam. Will it be another dive into the DRS as Cush gets 3-second penalty? I don't think Bailey's going to wait until the DRS.
No.
He's got DRS anyway, but Bailey had the job done before the DRS line. As Andrew's now having a look, they're 3 wide. 3 into 1 doesn't work, boys. Oh, Andrew's been caught out. Oh, Andrew's a big loser of that. I think Sam's got a bit of damage as well. Josh Banks gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. So, can Bailey jump Phil?
Bailey might win the race.
He may do. Oh, Mackenzie's having a terrible accident. Phil's on the inside now. Phil's got the job done.
No.
All that hard work for Mackenzie. And now they've got a charging Bailey Ford, who's absolutely determined to get a race victory and get his championship hopes back online. So we've got a 3-way fight now. Josh has just backed off. I don't know if Josh has backed off or he was scared out of that incident with Andrew and Sam.
Yeah, I don't know. Just Bailey's got the pace right now.
So what can Bailey do now?
Oh!
2 laps left.
Tank slapper.
2 laps left, ladies and gentlemen. Bailey was last at the end of the last safety car, guys. So this has been a drive for the ages for the young New South Walesmen. He's moved to the inside like normal. He's not quite alongside Mackenzie yet. He's gone for the around. Mackenzie's gone for another dive. And Bailey takes the victory. Bailey's taken the victory from the two guys. Phil's still stuck it up there on the inside. Josh is now having a look at Mackenzie Stewart as well. So Bailey comes out with the lead after that. Mackenzie will absolutely be shooting himself after that move.
Yeah.
Phil gets a 5-second penalty for a corner cutting game to one place. I don't understand that. So
that's the first time I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, great racing here. We're getting comments coming through thick and fast now on the YouTube comments. So keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a like for this great racing action. Mackenzie Stewart now is battling with Josh Banks. I don't think he's going to have any more time to have a look at Phil, but he's got to keep Josh from getting that spot now.
Yeah, Phil's going to drop down, though, unfortunately. So, I mean, Mackenzie can just stay right where he is.
Yeah, but Mackenzie's also got 3 seconds. I don't think Josh has anything. So, Josh could jump to P2. Gunny gets another 3 second. So I would check race director here, guys, but I don't want to leave this great racing. Can we see Josh, excuse me, do a Bailey sort of move here onto the main DRS straight?
Yeah,
Josh is now on the outside. Mackenzie's defending.
Oh.
They're side by side. Josh is going to have the inside for the next straight. I think Mackenzie's rears are absolute. Oh, Mackenzie's into the wall. He's into the wall. No, this has all gone downhill for Mackenzie Stewart. Aaron up to P6 after we thought he was going to retire that car not too long ago. Is it Cush?
Yeah,
up to P5.
Mackenzie went too deep.
Oh, no. And now he's battling John Gunners and Ken. So Mackenzie's got the challenge now.
Yeah, he almost spun it.
Andrew's out of the race. Is that where is that? That's coming onto the bridge after the Singapore swing.
Yeah,
it is too.
Right
Tyler just went past him. So we'll jump up to the lead now. Bailey forward with a 2.1 second gap over Phil. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here with penalties.
Oh, Mackenzie into the wall.
Oh, Mackenzie's retired. So Bailey takes the victory over Josh Banks, over Sam in home at P3. Cush comes home P4. Aaron up to P5.
Josh Banks is P2.
John was retired as well.
Sam's 3.
So John didn't finish either. Phil down to P6 after finishing second on the track.
He did 30 laps on those damn hard tires, man.
That is massive. Massive. 30 laps on hards. Ken comes home with a solid P7. Wouldn't have thought that would have been anything to choke on.
The driver today.
So, so that is a great race, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just get these top three in to the com box. So we got Bailey, Josh, and Sam, isn't it? So we'll get these top three into the party, guys. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for a few comments from the top three. So Phil put up on the comments that he got 5 seconds because I overtook Stewart off track. So that will happen from time to time.
Yeah.
unfortunately for him. But what a race there that we've had as we're still waiting for our top three. So all three of our top three had a 3-second penalty as we got Bailey Ford on on here with us. Bailey Ford, congratulations, mate. What a win. Qualified P1. Talk us through that qualifying lap first of all, mate, and then we'll get on to the big talking points.
Yeah, well, I guess quali. I was always going to do 2 runs in the mediums. I knew that I was going to pit for hards around lap 10 anyway, so wear wasn't really going to bother me. Yeah, so my first run on the mediums, it was going to be a real good lap, but I invalidated, like third last corner or something like that, like turn 21 or 20. So it was a bit unfortunate there, but because I was doing the 2 runs, I started the next lap, and the first 2 sectors were pretty much perfect. They were both purple, and I knew that that they were definitely my personal best sectors that I'd done. So third sector, I just made sure I got the lap in, and yeah, just made sure I put the car where I needed it to be for the race.
Now, talk us through that start, mate, because Tyler actually jumped you there at the start of the race. Did you just get a bit too much wheel spin, maybe, off the line?
No, I thought I had a good start, to be fair. I looked back at the other guys, Seb and Sam, who were both on the row behind, and we all had a pretty even start, so I think you just got to call it that Tyler had a really good start. Like, there's not much I could have done, really, so it put him in the lead, but then he disconnected and stuff, and yeah, I guess I was in a really good position until I got that 5 seconds after track extending a little bit, which it's fair, it's what the safety car does, so it's a bit unfortunate how I got it, but guess you got to cop it sometimes.
Did you think your race was over when you served that?
Oh, well, that lap the safety car actually came out, so I went in, put on some medium tyres, and I was pretty much dead last. Aaron was the only one behind me. I had Tyler's AI in front of me and everything, so I had pretty much everything to work through. I wouldn't say my race was over. Like I knew John was ahead of me, and if I could stick with John, I was going to be happy, which I did end up doing. So I wouldn't say it was over, but like there was a little bit of glimmer of hope that I was just yeah, maybe I could get a top 5 or something, but definitely not P1. That was a pretty wild race.
Yeah, well, great race for you, mate, and yeah, it helps to keep your championship battle alive with Josh and Andrew. So, great race. Look forward to Russia next week. So we've got who finished P2? Josh finished P2, I do believe. Qualified 5th. Josh, just talk us through your qualifying lap, mate. We thought you had a little bit more pace than that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I could have easily pulled another few tenths out of that lap. Didn't really put together the last sector and had a couple of moments in the middle sector. But yeah, luckily it was enough to get me 5th on the grid. So despite the lap, you know, I was alright being 5th on the grid. So obviously I don't like Bailey up on pole, but
so yeah, then talk us through your race, mate. You pretty much saw all the incidents. You weren't ever involved in any of them. You kept your nose clean. And then when Bailey was at the back of the field, mate, and he come through, did you let Bailey pass, or was that sheer pace on those younger, softer tyres?
Bloody send. That's what that was.
Yeah, bloody sent me to hip and pushed me right the dog. But no, I was just joking. No, it was a good move from Bailey, and obviously I knew he would have the tyre advantage on the mediums, and yeah, obviously I saw him spin at the final out of the final corner. Gave me a little bit of excitement, not gonna lie. But yeah, he drove a stellar race to get back from the rear of the field to win the race. So big congratulations to Bailey.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and then we'll go to Sam, mate. Sam qualified P4, I think it was, mate. Just talk us through your qualifying laps.
Oh yeah, it was P3 and it was a pretty solid lap. It was so close between 2nd and 4th. It was just 1/10. And yeah, it was a solid lap. yeah, solid qualifying.
And then your race, mate. Again, you were there, always there, mate. Either being a roadblock or something. But yeah, your car was always there, mate. Just talk us through that race, because that must have been mayhem through your POV.
Yeah, it was really stressful because you have like people very close. I had the pressure from Amazing Hour the whole race trying to make a move. So I was always looking in my mirrors, and yeah, and then in the first pit stop I decided to go a bit longer than the others, and unfortunately the safety car just came out the lap I pitted, and I was thinking about going a bit longer, so it might have helped me. And yeah, and when the safety car came out, I was pretty pissed because I was then P8 and yeah, and a lot of people in front, and then they started to take each other out, or I don't know, I started to have some accidents in front. And then I was P3 and 40 was coming from behind, and then he hit me lightly before the straight, and then we were 3 wide with 40 Amazing Hour me, and unfortunately I tapped the back of Amazing Hour, but it was really, I think it was a racing incident because it was a really close move, and then I just wanted to keep it clean, no more incidents, no more setbacks, and I came P3, and yeah, it was good points, but I was held up the whole race behind people, so I couldn't just like get cleaner or be the second car of the group.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I think we'll leave it there. Tune in later on today, tonight, depending on where you are, for Oceanic around Russia. But I'm Mark Bradley, joined in commentary today with special guest Michael Poland and our top 3 guys of Bailey Ford winning the race, Josh Banks in P2 and Samuel Punto in P3. Have a lovely weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you all next time for another Trans Nations Esports F1 race.